Good morning, champions. So, welcome to our today's analysis. Hope you had a great weekend. So, with no further ado, I'd just like us to press on into the charts and see what the charts have to say. So, let's start my analysis with GBP USD, GBP USD. So we just move into the daily time frame. This is what I can see from the daily time frame. If I can zoom out, or let me move to a higher time frame. The internet today is fantastic. So we had a very small move. The markets of GBP USD are clear, and they can be viewed very clearly, which is also good. So we had a touch here to the downside, move to the upside, touch this trend line below, started moving on a downtrend to have a double touch to the trend line below. So if I can zoom in, we can see what they had to do here. So we had a breakout here to the upside for GBP USD. So you can see this breakout here. So this proved that the market were moving on an uptrend. Remember, this is like a sort of a region of consolidation. Let me just show you. Let me just move this one here, that you can see what I'm talking about. So this is what you can view it. So you can see most of the time point of resistance tend to behave like a point of support here. You can see that after breaking out to the upside, moving above this trend line here, so they went for a retest of this point of support and started moving up. That is what I can see from the weekly time frame. So which is a good sign, beautiful sign at that position. So you can see made a point of, went back to the point of support and then moved to the upside. So currently the market is still moving to the upside here, if you can view it. Yeah. So if you can see that the markets are currently moving to the upside, they are going to hit up to this position. Let me just show. So they are going to move from this position, move up to this position here, around this position, and then after moving to this position, I'm expecting them to move to a higher time frame. So this is the plan that we had. I think it was earlier last month. We expected that after the market touched or made this move at this position, we expect the market will move from this position here to reach up to this position. Like this is our final target here at this position, for them then to later on move to the upside. So you can see that the markets are still on the journey towards reaching this position, but our first target in the weekly time frame is at this position, where we're expecting the market to move up to this position and then make a breakout and then move to the upside up to this beautiful position here. So if I can move to a lower time frame, you can see that the market are still moving on an uptrend, beautiful uptrend, very predictable, easy to predict. So you can see that the market, after touching here, I was looking for a confirmation all through. So you can see that they gave me a confirmation, went for a retest. I was waiting for that to test for me to get into the market, and boom, it. So after making a retest of this point of support at this region, if I can show you guys, so that was the point of support, that a very small point of support. After touching that point of support, it started heading to the upside. So if I can move to a lower time frame so that you can see the clear view, you can see that there was a time that I took this trade up to this position, the point of support, a very beautiful one, which came it came in with good results. That is what I can see from a 4-hour time frame. So after touching this position, so the market moved to this position, made a breakdown, a breakout to the downside, went to this point of support, moved to this point of resistance here, made a retest to this point of support, moved again, made a breakout, but still there was no confirmation, so I never took any trade after touching. So as you can see that as the markets were moving up and down, they were creating a certain pattern at this position. So as you can see that they were touching this trend line and then they moved back to this point of support. So you can see that there were kind of good positions that one could take. So after touching that position here, so you can see that you had a confirmation that they were moving to the up to the downside. So one could take trade at this position up to this position and clearly move on to the profit. So and then after touching this position, you can see that this it was acting as a point of support here. So you can view it correctly. So and then after touching this point of support, it then moved out up to this position, beautiful move, made a breakout to this position. So after touching this trend line here, I definitely knew that it was going to move to go for a retest up to this position, and that is what the market did. And it's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Fantastic, fantastic. So after touching this position, move to again to to the upside here. So let me move to an hourly time frame so that you can see what I'm seeing, the opportunities or the kind of opportunities that I can see. So you can see here, so this is the market. So you can see this is the trade that I took. So it went back to this point of a point of support. I think it was going for a retest some sort. So moved up, went again for a point of for a retest. Then it is currently moving up with this kind of pattern here. So my stop loss is a little bit further. This trade. So my stop loss is a little bit further. So let me show you how I calculate things now. If you're in Kenya, this is going to be helpful to you. So you can see I'm risking how many pips? These are 120 pips. So for those who are using a lot size of 0.01, so that is like 120 shillings. 120 shillings. I think that's around 1.2 $1.2. Yeah, $1.2. If yeah, $1.2. So I'm risking 120 shillings, Kenyan shilling, to go for how much? So you can calculate. So up to that position, 1,120. You can see that that's 1,120. So it is worth the risk. It is worth the risk. So 1,120 is around $10. So I'm risking $1 to get $10, which is good for business. So as you can see that currently the market is still moving to the upside. I'm just waiting for them to move to the upside so that I can get so my stop loss is at that position. So that is the whole plan that I have for IGBP USD, and hopefully for those who like to get into the market, there's still a lot of buying opportunities in the GBP USD. So the other pair that I wanted to share with you is on AUD USD. So AUD USD, let me first talk to you from the weekly time frame so that you can have a clear view of what I'm talking about. So that is the whole view of the market. As you can see, beautiful move of the market. So clearly, so as you can see, after touching this trend line here, move to the downside, touch this trend line, move to the upside, touch this trend line, move to the downside again. So a little bit of confusion, point of support, point of resistance, but it all moved to this position where you can see that this is the region that the markets were consolidating. So you can see that there was a downward movement to this. Remember, anytime that the market touches this trend line below, it must go or it must move to the upside to touch the trend line in the upside. So currently, as you can see here, it touched the trend line at this position. So currently it is moving on an upside position. So this, remember, it is a weekly time frame. It is a weekly time frame. So that is a weekly time frame. So if I let me just remove this so that you can have a clear view of what I'm talking about. So the markets have been moving from this point of support, but I'm still expecting a breakout to the upside. Let me move to a lower time frame. So the markets were moving down after taking this channel. The markets were moving down, as you can see in that position. Then after touching this point of support here, they broke out. And as you can see that they are still preparing, still to move to the upside. So as you can see here, so if you are watching this analysis on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, share these videos with your friends that you know who are interested in knowing what the markets are seeing, or they're basically interested in the forex industry. So basically, I can see beautiful position here. So you can just get into a trade here. Beautiful trade. Put your stop loss at that position. Take profit. So remember, this is a daily time frame. So that's a nice position there. There's a very nice position. So you can see there's a very good position here. Expecting it to touch this trend line again and then make a break at the upside. So let me move directly to an hourly time frame so that you can see what I'm seeing. So at this position, this is what I can view. So this is an hourly time frame. So you can see that after, let me just zoom out a little so that you can be able to see what I'm talking about. So after touching this trend line, the markets were moving on high highs and high lows, and they went up with this position. And then after touching this position, they went to the downside to tap this position. So currently the market is on an uptrend. As you can see, the market is on an uptrend. Beautiful. So they made this breakout here. I was waiting for this breakout. Made a confirmation. You can see these three green candlesticks. So this is just creating some lower highs here for them to start moving to the upside. And in this trade, this beautiful trade. And I also want to teach you something good, something valuable. So I want us to see something here. We'll bring it up to that position. So when you want to get into a trade, please make sure that you calculate, and you calculate trade using this is like a meter of some sort. So make sure that you calculate the amount of risk that you are placing in. So let me show you how you calculate. So in this trade, I'm risking how much? I'm risking around 150 shillings. So 150 shillings is about $1.5 to get how much? Let me see. So to attain around so around 700 shillings. Risking $1 to get 700 shillings. Also good for business. Good for business. So thank you guys. Those are the two pairs that I wanted to share with you. That's the plan that I have. So until next time, let's meet on Wednesday. I think same place, same time. So have a blessed week, and may the peace be with you. And God watch over you. That as you place in your trades, that you may come out profitable. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time.